During this time of economic hardship, it's not an overstatement to say that the American worker is in crisis. Unemployment has now exceeded 8% for 36 consecutive months, an all-time record. Not only has that trend led to Americans struggling to support their families, it has also created a new class of the long-term unemployed who fear that they'll never be able to re-enter the job market. Notwithstanding dismal numbers, there are still reasons for optimism. One of them is the growing bipartisan recognition that we can put Americans back to work by making the U.S. more competitive in the global economy. 25 years ago, when the country last passed comprehensive tax reform, we had one of the most competitive tax structures in the world. Today, the tax burden the U.S. places on business is second only to Japan among OECD countries. And when Japan lowers its rates later this year, we will become the worst. In a globalized economy, that has real consequences. Over the last decade, America has lost an astonishing 46 Fortune 500 companies to foreign competitors. During that same time, the global corporations that have stayed in America have added 2.4 million jobs overseas, while cutting 2.9 million positions here at home. While some in the media would have us believe that this represents the heartlessness of big business, the reality is that it represents a failing of public policy. If we want more jobs created in the U.S., we have to remove the barriers to profitability that government puts in the way of business. Comprehensive tax reform could do precisely that. Studies by groups such as the Heritage Foundation and the Milken Institute have indicated that a significant reduction in America's corporate tax rate alone could yield between 500,000 and 2.2 million new jobs. And it could generate nearly $2,500 a year in additional income for the average American family. Americans who've spent the last several years enduring the hardships of a battered economy deserve exactly that kind of hope. And they need a bipartisan alliance to help get them there. That's why we urge President Obama and members of both parties on Capitol Hill to advance meaningful corporate tax reform in 2012. Together, they could ignite a surge in economic growth and bring much-needed jobs back here to America. That's this week's Freedom Minute.